Hi, so we are talking about what astrology means for me and how do I look at astrology differently, and why astrology actually makes a lot of difference for normal people, and what should your expectations be when you're looking at astrology as a whole. So whenever I look at astrology, I have a very different kind of concept. Astrology for me is like the guidance giving star, which actually tells me what exactly could be happening, or it could actually come as a byproduct, or probably something which happens later, or something which I need to be aware of. So astrology for me has always been a way of is a navigating map for me. So I have to go from point A to point B, and this is the best way, or this is how I can go through with it. Yes, we also have to understand that our life doesn't come with a GPS or doesn't come with a navigation map as well. So astrology is that kind of navigation map for us, because where we are supposed to be, how we are supposed to reach is already set. But how do we find that particular path is what is astrology can give us. It has a lot of kind of complications. Yes, a lot of things that a person has to look. So it's not just based on which house, which planet, which lord is actually governing the house. It also goes very much deeper as respect to doshas, also goes a lot more deeper with respect to which house has which kind of view of this house, because your third, the seventh, and the ninth house for certain planets, whereas the seventh house from that planet's placement also decides certain factors of the house. So I mean, it's not just about 12 houses, to 9 planets, and 12 this lords. It's got a lot more. We have to go a lot more deeper with respect to doshas, with respect to different aspects. And also we have a lot more kind of activities which we'll have to look at. So an astrologer doesn't just look at just your chart and just give you xyz things. They have to do a lot more research, they have to do a lot more study, a study which wherein we actually also understand the dashas, the which is a period for which planet at what time, and how they are going to impact, whether it will good, whether it will bad. As per that, what are the kind of remedies which needs to be done. Not always I would say that we have to go with remedies, but yes, in case there is something malefic or something which is going to do some kind of harm, it is more likely that we should go for a kind of remedy. If not, I mean, basically, because I also come from a very different kind of a background, and so I have masters in psychology, and also in marketing, MBA in marketing. So I mean, from coming from a very educational point of view, I look at astrology as a science which can give me the right kind of impact, the right kind of understanding of where I'm supposed to reach, what I'm supposed to get, and how I could reach that point. Everything else is just I mean, you're walking the whole life path, right? So after all, you can't just avoid it. So some things cannot be avoided, some things should be, because there's something called as karma also. I mean, not everything will be as easy or as set as it is right now. So imagine if you have the your Jupiter would be in the second house, which is the house of money. I mean, that there Jupiter coming, who is the lord of the different house, 12th house or 11th house. He coming to Jupiter. I mean, your second house of money would be like you're actually getting, because spending is coming to earning. Okay, so I mean, the kind of impact which he can bring would be more focused on, a person should be more focused on giving. So the more you give, the more you will get. And giving without a kind of thought process that, this will bring me money. So your giving should be, niswarth bhav. That means, you're actually not expecting something return. And that is when you're giving. And that giving is the best known as type of giving, and it can bring you that kind of impact, the kind of right kind of context to your whole activity. So I mean, there are a lot of simple remedies as well as complicated remedies as well. So in the simple remedies, you have just in case your sun is not exactly in the right kind of giving you the right kind of benefit, then it is best known for the person to wake up early, look at sun, and do a Surya Namaskar, or probably just Surya Arghya. which is known to give the best benefits of Surya Bhagwan. So, in case even a person who is trying to start a business, it would be best known, if they could wake up early and kind of, give water to Surya Bhagwan, because that kind of activity will only promote their business, will also strengthen their sun, and will give them better benefits, because sun is known to activate a lot of good things in case of business or in case of jobs. So in case person is looking for jobs as well, I will definitely suggest that you should wake up early before the sun comes up. So just check before the end of the day that when is the sun coming the next day, and based on that, I would definitely suggest waking up before that, and just do a normal Surya Namaskar. I mean, you could just wake up and just look at sun, or just walk around for some time, so that your sun strengthens up and he starts giving you good benefits. The other scientific way of looking at this, for why astrologers would suggest waking up early for people who have malefic sun or weak sun, is basically because once you start waking up early, you have a lot of time to do your tasks, and you have a lot of time to think positive. You have a lot of time to think about good things, or how you can actually get your next job. I mean, because you're waking up early, you're doing activities well before others are actually doing it. So that actually gives you the benefit of sun, or it actually starts something very new and very better for your activities itself. Okay, so I mean, see, understand that astrology is a very old science, and Parashar Lal Kitab was the first book which was actually written, and that actually kind of started the whole astrology as a science, understanding to other people, to common people, and everything. But it has undergone a lot of changes, basically because our needs or the activities have changed, and a lot of other concepts have actually also been introduced in astrology. So it's not the same astrology which was there with Parashar, or what he had actually spoken of, and now most of them are actually taken out as well, and a lot of new concepts have also been introduced. So it's not the same old Lal Kitab will not work, might not work right now, or else they might also work. So I mean, certain concepts always they keep changing, and always there is evolution of everything. Even mankind has actually undergone so many kind of evolutions, and which is why we are where we are. So I mean, we have to also respect that even Lal Kitab or astrology actually needed some changes, and those changes have been actively been reformed by so many different people, and we still learn, and we still keep growing. So it's like any other science, and even the science isn't exactly perfect. Yes, there are still a few clinks here and there, but more or less it can give you a lot more benefit and a lot more better understanding. Basically, because Lal Kitab or any other astrological book, they actually have come across with looking at hundreds of crores of people, and now they have actually been kind of synthesized, or you can say cited, and properly abstracts have been taken out, telling you that this kind of doshas or this kind of placements could bring this kind of impacts and this kind of activities in the person. So I mean, it is more or less it's a lot more scientific. It's a lot more detailed out. But the whole idea behind this channel or this video was just to give you an introduction of that this is what we should be expect from this channel. And yes, of course, it will be fun. It will be a lot more fun, and it will be a lot more other activities. But this is how we might actually start up for this channel, and then we'll keep on building upon this. And I'm not trying to become an astrologer. I already know astrology, numerology, palmistry, and tarot card reading. So astrology for me is an additional kind of, you can say, almost legacy kind of attribute, or an addition to what I already had. And this actually gives me a much more better understanding, because when you mix up not just one science but multiple sciences to actually come to the right kind of conclusions, you realize there are so many more things that you could have done, or you could have given a better direction to the person. So occult sciences aren't just sciences that people have beliefs, and they're just telling what they believe. It's not exactly, occult science isn't just belief science. It is based on crores of people whose basic nature, everything has been studied, and they all have been kind of accumulated into one particular book or one particular activity based on certain factors like your planets placements in a particular house, because your houses don't change, but the planets, as they always revolve around the sun, they always keep on changing, and these changes actually bring about a lot of difference, a lot of kind of add a lot of things to the person's current situation, which is where we study astrology in a very deep way to give you that kind of understanding. Okay, I think I have spoken enough and spoken too deep on this. We will continue with this. Thank you.